when things hit the fan, people buy the US dollar. Happened in March. It's happened again right now. Nick Bennenbroek of Wells Fargo is back with us, I'm pleased to say. So, Nick, let's build on that. So many people out there doubting the dollar's role when things hit the fan. Excuse my language, Nick. But is that going to be the story for the time being as well? Do you still believe in the dollar's role in that environment?
Yes, I think so. And you know, although we think the dollar will soften over time, as you mentioned, there are a few technicalities we need to get through over the rest of this year. One is this pretty sizable correction that we're seeing in the equity markets. And of course, there is some focus around the, shall we say, the uniqueness of the election, the presidential election that's coming up, and whether or not we'll get a result on the night of the election or whether it'll take a little while after that. So I think all of that uncertainty is playing into this temporary strength. And so although, yes, we do think the dollar softens over time, we think it'll be stable, maybe even slightly stronger over the next several weeks, but we would definitely view that as a selling opportunity, at least in the longer term.
Well, right now, there's also a challenge to the narrative that took hold over the summer that the euro was offering a comparable offset, perhaps, to the dollar, this idea that the fiscal union was getting closer, more closely integrated. Is this narrative being basically challenged or turned on its head right now?
I would say perhaps market-wise, yes, but I'm still a believer in terms of the policy response of the European Central Bank and also the various governments. If you look at, say, Germany, France, Italy, they are all countries that have instituted measures at the national level in terms of fiscal measures. And I think still the European-wide rescue fund is going to be important over time. So for me, the policy fundamentals, both monetary policy and fiscal policy, are supportive overall of Eurozone economic recovery, even with some of the disappointing economic figures that we've seen from that region recently.